Hi, I'm Willie.
And I'm John.
And we are the hosts of Grow, Cook, Eat.
And today, I've been informed that we're eating cabbage.
They're a beautiful addition to the garden, and they're really a fun thing to grow. So you want to start cabbage from seedlings because it gives them a head start. And when you're choosing seedlings, it's really important to pick small ones. Large ones actually don't give you an advantage. They usually end up being pretty stunted. So look for seedlings that only have 3 or 4 leaves. You don't want their stems to look woody. And if you pop them up out of their container, you want the root ball to hold together. This is pretty much a perfect specimen. I also want to dig in a little bit of alfalfa meal. This is a natural organic fertilizer, and it has some nitrogen in it, and it also has phosphorus, which really encourages good root development. So I'm just going to sprinkle in each of the spots that I'm planning on planting some alfalfa meal. And I'm going to plant my Brussels sprouts here in what's called a staggered row. So they're going to be slightly offset, and that'll give them more room as they mature, but still allow me to get several into kind of a small space. And I'm putting about a 1/4 cup of the alfalfa meal for each planting hole. The main problem is that there are seriously a ton of insects that love to eat it. So the best way to deal with that problem is to deny those insects access to your plants. So we're gonna put a hoop house up over this bed, and basically that's just kind of like a tent that goes over the bed, and we're gonna put a row cover fabric over the top. And a row cover is this white spun fabric that lets air and water and light in, but keeps out those insect pests. So when cabbage first starts to make a head, the leaves just kind of start to curl over each other, and it'll feel really spongy and easy to squeeze. But as the head matures, when you squeeze it, it's gonna feel more like a basketball or a well-filled volleyball. Once you feel it like that, then that's when you wanna harvest. You don't wanna harvest it when it's squishy. So this one is perfect. It's nice and firm like a basketball. You want to make your cut about 3 or 4 inches down from where the head kind of comes up out of the stem. So I'm just gonna take a sharp knife and just sever the head from the plant. Okay, I'm gonna go inside and we're gonna get started making those cabbage rolls.
Okay, so the key step when you're making the cabbage rolls is to make a nice soft leaf. So what we're gonna do is put each leaf 2 at a time into a bowl or a pot of boiling water. So I've got the first leaf in there. I'm gonna add the second. And what you're looking to do is soak these for about 2 minutes in boiling water. Once the cabbage is nice and soft, you'll find it a lot easier to wrap it around the filling, which in our case is risotto. Okay, so these are looking pretty good. So I'm gonna pull these 2 out. You can see they're nice and supple. Put them in the colander to drain just a little bit, and we'll add the next 2 leaves.
The cabbage leaves make really pretty wrappers. So they're all soft from John boiling them. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut out a notch here at the base of each leaf. And basically I'm just taking out that center vein, and it's gonna kind of leave the leaf in a little bit of an arrow shape. Now I'm using some leftover risotto. This is a great way to use leftover pilaf, risotto, any sort of ricey kind of thing that you might have on hand. You just want to take a small lump of it, put it into a ball in the center right above that notch, and then you can fold each flap from the notch over the filling, and then after that you kind of roll it up like a burrito. So you tuck in the sides as you go. And then you just roll it up nice and neat. And it makes a really pretty little package. I'm just gonna stick the cabbage rolls into the oven for about 15 minutes so that they warm up. I've got the oven preheated to 350, and I'm just gonna set the timer. Okay, so it smells good in the kitchen, and it's been 15 minutes, so I think these cabbage rolls are ready to be gobbled up. Pull them out of the oven here, and I've gone ahead and heated up some marinara sauce, which is gonna go over the top. And John's got plates, I think.
Yep.
Alrighty, so scoop these up here. Yum. Thank you. Alrighty, this looks good. I know you're skeptical about cabbage, but really it's mostly risotto.
Well, thanks for having me contribute to this one. So I feel invested in its deliciousness. Okay, that is delicious.
Yeah, it is good, huh?
I like it better than the risotto the first time.
Yeah. I know, I think it's because it has the red sauce. I love red sauce.
Once again, Willie, that was delicious. You have restored my faith in cabbage.
Good, I'm glad to hear it. And I hope you will agree that it is actually a really worthwhile plant to grow.
No, I think so, but the whole meal was spectacular.
Yeah, I think it's great when you can take food you've already had and kind of recreate it into a totally new meal so you don't have to just eat the same thing like 3 days in a row.
Yeah. Well, we hope you like it as well. Thanks for all your comments and tuning in. We appreciate all the feedback as well.
Yeah, and if you want, you can check in on my blog, diginfood.com. There's a lot more recipes there, and we hope you'll tune in to our next episode.
See you next time.